Welcome to Real Estate Coffee Talk. My name is Crystal Schliefer and I'm here with Pat McKinney-Lins from McKinney-Lins Law Firm, and we're going to talk a little bit about trust in real estate. Now Pat, what does a trust have to do with real estate?
Well, the kind of trust we're talking about is a revocable trust, and it's a document that's used instead of a will when you're doing your estate planning. So when you use a will, you hold things in your own name, so you would just be taking title in your own name or jointly with your spouse, for example. With a trust, what you do is set up a separate entity that owns all your property, but it is still you owning things, it's just that you're owning them as trustee of a trust. So if you use a revocable trust for your estate planning document, then you would put your real estate in that trust name.
Okay. When would somebody want to start a trust?
Well, you can use a trust anytime you want for your main estate planning document. So usually when you're meeting with a lawyer, you're going to choose whether to use a will or a trust. A lot of times people use a revocable trust when they want to accomplish things like staying out of the probate court for their estate plan. So really you can use it at any age. You can also have an existing will and then decide to set up a trust.
Okay. How does it benefit someone to have real estate in a trust?
Well, when you use a trust for your document, you would benefit by putting all of your property into that trust name. If you leave it out of the trust, then you actually need a probate court procedure to get it into your estate.
So then, are you able to own more than one property in a trust?
Yes, you want to put all of your real estate, all of your accounts in the trust. And if you have things like insurance, life insurance, for example, you make the trust the beneficiary of your insurance policy.
Okay. And then when you have a trust, how are you supposed to sign your documents for like a mortgage or something like that?
Usually if you have a mortgage, for example, the mortgage company will require that you sign as an individual and then also as trustee of your trust. So your trust name is usually some combination of your name, either your first and last name, or just your last name, and the other part of the name is the date that you sign the trust. So when you sign your documents, you would be saying like, Jane Doe, trustee of the Doe Trust, dated April 2nd, 2012.
So you have to have the date that it was created?
Yes, that's also part of the name. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we had talked previously about insurance, and how does your insurance change when you have your house in a trust?
Okay, so we're talking about property insurance, and so when you get your insurance policy, it will be made out to you as an individual and to the trust, so that your property is covered as it's titled.
Okay. All right, so it's like a separate individual on your...
Yes, it's a separate entity that you're being covered under your insurance policy.
Okay, well, perfect. Thank you so much for your time.
Sure, you're welcome.
And thank you for watching Real Estate Coffee Talk.